Peace to all the inner lights out there. It's your brother Junus, aka SagInBlue. And now to into signs and numbers. Please subscribe, like the page, share it with others. Hope all y'all doing your best out there and being your best out there. Definitely. So we're gonna go straight a cappella with this one. You know, I feel like the information that I'm about to provide with some of the predictions that I see for 2025, is gonna be a bit, detail oriented, and the beat right now may not do justice. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, with the year 2025, look at this vibration. It breaks down to a 9, which I explained in my last video. And this 9 energy is going to be associated with the planet Mars, which governs Aries. Aries is the sign of war. Notice how things are intensifying between Russia and Ukraine. And who complemented this intensity? Joe Biden. And recently he just sent out some missiles. This is important to notice because Joe Biden is a Scorpio. Scorpios are also ruled by the planet Mars, even though they're governed by the planet Pluto. Hence is why you always see Aries and Scorpios in relationships together or in the family tree. So with this being said, Biden is influenced by this 9 energy and playing his role spiritually, as a vessel. Kamal just lost, and Scorpios can be extremely vengeful with power. So him sending those missiles out may have come with negative intentions and definitely lined up Trump with more pressure as he transitions back into office. Mars being the planet of war shows what's happening in East Ukraine is aligning with this 9 energy. And this 9 energy will influence the world. Things will intensify between Israel, Palestine, but overall, there's going to be a spike in violence, feuds, use of weaponry, especially involving the youth, but also the rise of purchase. So we as a people have to be alert and tranquil with our state of mind to avoid negative reactions. We have to be wise during these times because it will be easier for us to be triggered by things impulsively and instinctually. This is okay, if it's towards something positive, a great move that you're making. But if you're reacting out of anger, you already know what's to come. So there's something to be mindful of with the vibration of 2025 and being prone more to being more reactive with the frequency. Speaking about these mini wars across the world in multi-versions, notice how as brothers, we got attacked by Barack Obama, trying to embarrass us, only for it to backfire. But also after Kamala lost, the 4B movement was created here in the United States. Me personally, I think our sisters, our queens got a lot of love for us. That ain't gonna be too effective, you know what I mean? So miss me with that one. But also we realized that Kendrick Lamar started one of the biggest wars in hip hop, and it happened after spring equinox. You check out my last video, I talk about that, what I mean. So there will be battles amongst those, you're close with, but also, you may have the ultimate battle with yourself. It's a now or never moment. Remember, once again, this 9 energy will have strong influence on the youth. We are going to see some amazing things happening amongst the brightest and youngest within the new social media. New stars will rise, and faces like Kai Sanat, along with other influencers, will solidify their spot. The work ethic that they're going to be putting in to get to the bag is kind of going to shift the energy within the universe and set this new norm as a standard. Be mindful though, like I was saying before, a lot of the violence stuff we're going to see on the news as well is going to involve younger people. You already seen like the assassination attempt. It was done by a 20-year-old. You see like the stuff that happened with Lil Durk at the moment, what he's going through, but you seen that his son was involved. He had like a shooting with he had his gun in his hand. All of that is all intertwining with this 9 energy. Scorpios and Aries, they could be passionate, sexual, and even promiscuous. So because of this, We had to keep protected for 2025 because despite this 4B movement, people are going to be getting it popping, you know what I'm saying? And there's going to be an increase in sexual activities, but along with disease spread. You will hear on the news or social media some crazy stories and mention of STD rising across the world. So keep protected, and I wouldn't be surprised if a famous celebrity did get exposed because of this. Oh yeah, and one more thing I forgot to mention, with this disease spread, it doesn't necessarily just have to be like sexually transmitted, but it could also deal with, our food, the agriculture, because, dealing with the Aries, but also Scorpio energy, Scorpios could be scientific. So with this could be the karmatic side of it, with the food and the experiment. So we can get sicknesses that way too. Though the goal is always to get to the bag as a motivator, know that the materialism won't have the same impact or effect, hold that same value of power with people that have value. 2020 has created this shift in our mindset for us, and nowadays we seek purpose. So when we make money now, it's going to be put into use positively. Now, what do I mean by materialism no longer being a matter? Well, look at Jake Paul. He paid his way to rewrite his story, right? But you get no credit for that. Kamala Harris brought out like 10 celebrities like Beyonce, Cardi B, Usher, Megan Thee Stallion, Eminem, all this celebrity, all this money, all this funding going towards these celebs, but none of that mattered. Along with Diddy trying to give that $50 million, to post bail. So realize the material accumulation will be attached to your purpose, and that purpose has to benefit you and your community, not do it just for the clout. This is the year for the real ones. And if you're a real one with status, more power to you, continue contributing. This 9 energy, I sincerely feel will complement black brothers, who are doing their things. Notice I ain't say nigga. I'm talking about black brothers, not niggas. They're becoming the new voices on social media if you pay attention closely. Look at the male podcasters, YouTubers, influencers, the workout movements going on, businessmen, the travelers. There's definitely a strong rise happening. The real leaders will step up to this plate for 2025. In a way, our voices did lead to the fall of Kamala Harris, but also reflect unity, being that the 9 represents this.